Thank you very much to EA for sponsoring today's video, today's Battlefield 2042 adventure through the magic portal, today's tale of War for the Ages, where I got demoted for simply doing my job. My name's Sergeant Private Ragtag, reporting for duty as rear flank tank engineer. Military chiefs wanted me far away from the action because our last mission was well, let's just say we had a few hiccups. They needed someone to blame. I get it. May as well be the one person that broke protocol to secure the victory. And it all started in Valparaiso in Chile. Command fed us objectives labelled Alpha and Bravo, containing vital enemy intel that was ominously stored in empty buildings completely off the grid. We'd set the charges, destroy the intel. It seemed simple enough, except it wasn't. Hostile forces were ferocious and there were 4 pairs of objectives to destroy, which meant we had to simultaneously assault these objectives on 2 fronts, all the while pushing back the enemy troops. The mission was off to a good start, and the enemy practically gave us our first 2 objectives, but a lone sniper tried to disrupt our back line. I dissuaded him. Our infiltrators snuck in and began the detonation sequence on the second set of objectives, and the countdown on Bravo began. This gave me an idea. If my job was to protect the tanks, why not simply take care of those pesky RPG-wielding maniacs before they could ever fire a shot? The enemy appeared to have invested in bulletproof wood. Seeing how no one else cared, I made my way to Objective Alpha to set the charge.
Charge is set. Fire in the hole.
Once the timer bleeped away, the opposition suddenly woke up and charged the open ground to defend their intel. Well, there was no way I'd be letting those fools flank me. I had the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a whoa.
Reloading!
It was that pesky sniper from before, claiming his revenge for a justified kill, but it mattered not. Objective Alpha was still destroyed, and we were half done with this mission already.
I'm seeing no movement. We're clear.
Getting to the third point was tougher than we thought, as it meant climbing the hill to reach our targets. Look, I slipped on the mud. That wasn't my fault. Wait. That's the same enemy as before, who I now declare my nemesis with a name that I'm not going to even try and pronounce. It gave me the minerals I needed, though, to fight through the overwhelming firepower, because getting over this hill was starting to look like an impossible task.
Tossing a grenade! Get down!
As we bunkered down behind the rocks in a vicious stalemate, I knew that if someone didn't do something, there would be no pushing today. So I took matters into my own hands and set about inspiring my countrymen. The best way to do that? Obliterate a single target with a rocket launcher. It was at this point I remembered that I'm actually a tank engineer and realised we were about to lose our most important asset. With perfect timing, I simultaneously bolted everything back on and extinguished all the fires with my versatile combi tool and... the tank driver fled. Well, I had no patience for cowards, because the only moves we were making from now on were to push forward no matter what. The battle is ahead of you, men. Don't give the enemy an inch. Not a single inch, I tell you. Oi, mate, move over, will you? This is a one-way street, my friend. There is no reversing in battle. Yes, that's it. Forward, forward, forward. That's a tilt. That's a full tilt right there, right? Oh, okay. Then, as a new tank commander, I learned how to do a 3-point turn. Okay, well, yeah, I was getting the hang of it. I am sorry about that. Probably shouldn't be on the side right now. And yep, that is a tree, a big tree. And another tree. You know, it looks a lot easier when you see these things from the outside. And look, the handling sucks, and I'd be better off using a...
Yeah, we got it.
Nevertheless, our push was a partial success, and Objective Alpha was all that remained. I moved in to support the assault teams to ensure that... Okay, who cares about Objective Alpha? At this point, I just wanted to kill that sniper in the tower.
Man down.
I would like to tell you that the 2-for-1 was skill, but it was more like kill one, get one free. Alpha was about to fall, but before it did, we couldn't have this happen without my legitimacy being called into question, so as the charges almost detonated, I decided to randomly shoot near the machine and...
Target eliminated!
Call it a wall hack if you like, guys, but I call it a lucky guess with the 2-for-1 sale still in effect. There was now just one final pair of targets to destroy, and then this mission would be a roaring success. But first, stragglers trying to disrupt our back lines remained in this zone.
I got him! Someone! I need a sim tank!
For our final assault, I decided to pilot the chopper. For our final assault, I decided to do it the old-fashioned way, boots on the ground. Our tanks had returned, and just in time, for getting around this corner would prove extremely difficult indeed. While it may look like I had returned to my duties with a sense of propriety above all things, I realised that the tanks would actually provide me with the cover I needed to advance to the final objectives, and keeping them up was more about self-preservation than anything else. The difference between me and the rest of you so-called team players out there, by the way, is that I can admit the truth. So shut your pie hole and watch me claim victory. Okay, like you see at this point, I just had to admit that this other guy was just better than me. You proved your point. T-Pab K-Pop Aim Pappy Cabby. The defense of our enemy was fierce and almost admirable, but while they took pride in keeping us back, a lone spy crept around their rear, armed Alpha, and used that pride as a weakness. Our forces were almost depleted, but hope still remained. One more objective, one good push, and one more set of my improvised strategies would pay off. I followed the pawns, my friends, to the front, and we made our play. We had one last chance. Any more casualties would end our mission right here. This would have to be perfect, and I knew that this was going to work because grenades on the point have a habit of catching enemies with their pants down. Revived. This wasn't over.
All units, this is Dagger.
But it was over because I didn't protect my teammates' back as it was drilled with multiple bullets through it. Our mission failed and the commanding officer of our battalion blamed me, which puts me right back here. Rear flank tank engineer reporting for duty. While Lance Corporal Passive Tank Driver sits back and plays pokey-poke with the enemy forces, they have been given strict instructions, by the way, to run me over if an opportunity presents itself, at which point they will be presented with some kind of commendation. And at the end of this war, I'm to be court-martialed upon returning to our homeland, and then I'll get chewed out regardless of what I do to redeem myself. Wait, that's it. They're going to be angry if I follow orders or not. So why bother following orders when I can win the day myself? Or die trying? Yeah? Want some tea? Quad! My quad! You want the quad? Here! Have it! Hello there. I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll rocket launch your door in. This is much better than repairing a stupid tank. I don't need your stupid firepower to win this game. We do this the Primal way, the Warriors way, the way of the track. Private Tag requesting additional armored response units to my location. Over. Yeah, if you want to save your intel, you're gonna have to come and get it, pal. Hear me, catch! You think you can hide your intel on a bus? You've never been more wrong in your life, losers! Okay, we can't jump in, we're just arming. No! 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 I had it wrong all along. I was never supposed to protect the tank was supposed to protect me! A real soldier pushes W and engages ramming speed, but what can you do versus the man who doesn't care if he lives? Oh, that's looking... Yep, let's get out. You're not ready for this.
Got that charge on.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody gets it.
Yes! Yes! It's down! You're down! Everybody give thanks and praise to the tank engineer! And I didn't do that well with the kills, to be honest, but I was too busy blowing up the intel. Okay, well, I think I'm ready for another Portal adventure. Mein Name ist Erik. Wait. The Germans don't tolerate that. Let me try again. Ich heiße Erik und ich bin der krasseste Soldat in ganz Deutschland mit der Kraft von 100 Kriegern!